12 chapters in and just wow. Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Alexis Brianna, and I am so glad that you're here. I am reading the entire Wheel of Time series for the very first time. I fell in love with the TV show, and then Amazon decided to cancel it. I had already planned on reading the series, but it just sped up the whole process, and I just finished Eye of the World. So, drum roll please, it is time to start the Great Hunt, and I can't be more excited about it. The way that book one ended, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole, but I said, you know what, we're not taking breaks. I am going to dive into the Great Hunt. So I've been waiting on it to come in the mail. It is here. If you haven't caught up with all of my Wheel of Time series saga-ness, I will link the playlist of my reading vlogs from Eye of the World and my book one thoughts down below so you could just catch up on that. I don't know what style this reading vlog is going to be. We're going to go off vibes because, again, I don't know if I'm going to be able to contain my reactions just based on where book one ended and just the differences between the TV show and the books. I don't know what's going to happen. I interrupt this vlog for a very special message. If you have not made it to this point in the book, then I would save this video and come back later. Or if you don't like spoilers, be sure to check out the description for timestamps where I give my thoughts filled with all of those spoilers so you are not caught unawares. All right, back to our vlog. It's time to get into reading, so let's get started with the Great Hunt. Grab something to drink, grab something to eat, and let's get to reading. Okay, I just finished chapter 4. I'm gonna have to be quick because I gotta go inside. But I am absolutely loving how book 2 is starting off. Like, off the rip, already getting more perspectives outside of Rand's. I mean, no shade, no tea, but I did not want a majority of Rand's perspective for this book. I was like, I want to get inside the heads of others. And I think that's one of the things that I do appreciate about the show is we're able to not just be inside of Rand's head, we're able to get more perspectives. And I'm just really loving that. And to be able to get Moraine's perspective and to see her drop the mask and really get more of an understanding of just the Tarvalon politics and the world politics and prophecy and all of the power dynamics. Like, I would say like these first 4 or 5, technically if you include the prologue, chapters have really like opened up the world in a way that is reframing a lot of things. Like, again, from the politics to power dynamics between the Aes Sedai and just like different kingdoms of the world, getting an understanding of just the political chess moves and plays and the strategies that are happening between all of the different Aja and yeah, I just it's very refreshing. Like, I just love the different tone and atmosphere building. Like, you still have an underlying tension of like, yes, the Dark One is there, yes, there are things that are happening, but you still have some of the settledness from the end of book 1 where it's like, okay, we're not on the run anymore. Now it's like, okay, what are our next steps? What are the strategies? And things like that. And baby, Rand is like, get me out of here. And it's so interesting to see that he's still there. Like, you know, it's that reluctance of wanting to leave, but knowing that he has to leave. But now the Amelin seat is there, and he knows that she is going to call him to be in front of her. And he's like, okay, now I gotta go. But now all of the gates are locked, and you know, he's just spiraling at this point. So to just be able to see where he is at in terms of like his character development, where his mood and his vibe and just mentally where he's at, and then also to be able to see where all of the other characters are at, since it's been about like, I think a couple of weeks. It's been no longer, I think, than a month and a half. I think it's been around a month from where we left off in book 2 to now where we're at where we left off in book 1 versus where we're at in book 2. So just to see like what are the things that have been happening along the way and just see the arrival of new characters. I've just really been enjoying how the world is now opening up even more with all of the new perspectives, all the new updates, and all of the things that are happening. But I gotta go. I do not want to be late, so I will see you on the next reading session. Okay, so while I'm waiting on my food, we have to talk. The last 4 chapters, so much has happened, so much has developed, so much has been revealed. So much. Okay, so where do I even start? Okay, I am enjoying the pacing. I think the pacing of this book, or at least this first part of the book, is so enjoyable. It's way more fast-paced, and I get why book 1 didn't have, the fast pace of this one. I think it matches, it matched the intent and the purpose that book 1 had, right? A lot of world building, foundation laying, even just matching the tone of what was happening in terms of the plot. So it's like, it's not that I don't like it. I'm just enjoying that we're getting things way quicker, And yeah, I just think even the interactions between the characters and how the dynamics are changing and how we're being revealed to more and more of certain relationships, and really also how the core group is handling everything that happened at the Eye, everything that's happened at Faldara, and over the last couple of months that they've experienced, and how Rand is really interacting with, the people who know, Moraine, Lan, Nynaeve, and Egwene, versus how he's interacting with Perrin and Mat and Loyal, and how I think part of me feels like he's trying to keep he's trying to keep the sanctity of that relationship with Mat, Perrin, and Loyal by keeping it from them, and distancing himself, but also at the same time, it's like, but you're trying to put a wedge between them. So maybe it's him trying to protect them. I definitely think it's him trying to protect them against it, but it's like, he's just in a whole lot of denial. So just seeing how he's processing just him being the Dragon Reborn, how he's in denial, how that's interplaying with each of the different relationships, and really just seeing how the psychological weight or pressure is having an effect on him, and just how he's handling it. Just like how he's handling it. I think it's just been very humanistic. It's like he's written in a very humanistic type of way where he gets on your nerves, and it's like, come on, like, you can't change this. Like, this is the destiny. This is a thing. This isn't something that you can change. Like, but it's like, also, there's plenty of times us as humans, like, we're in denial about something that we know, because again, like, we don't want to accept it. It's just hard to accept. So just seeing just how he's processing, going through that journey of all of that has been very interesting. And also, I think too, where do I even go? I'll go to the conversation that, or really him being summoned. It wasn't really a conversation, but him being summoned before the Amlin Seat, and Moraine and Varen. And again, we got a whole lot of history information, but in a way that felt natural. I think, I don't know if I've talked about this, but I think with other fantasies, where other fantasies kind of go wrong sometimes, or even romanticities, is they info dump in a way where it doesn't feel natural. It doesn't feel like this is a natural progression. It feels very forced. But I think a lot of the world building and history that we're getting in the book doesn't feel that way. At least to me, it doesn't feel that way. And so really, again, seeing him, even in that conversation, like going back and forth, he's hearing what they're saying. He's flashing back, hearing what his father was saying, them saying something. It's confirming what his father said, or, and then him like, no, I'm a sheep herder, I'm this. And so really it's like, yeah, I can kind of understand why a little bit he's in denial, or he's just in such resistance against it, because it's like he was just about to be a sheep herder like 2.5 seconds ago. Like, he had a normal life. He was very sheltered. He thought he was about to live his best farm boy life with his father Tam, get married to Egwene, whatever he thought his plans were. That's what he thought. And then all of a sudden his world has been turned upside down. So just seeing that interplay, I think, was very interesting. And Varen. I enjoy Varen's character in the show. And so seeing how she's been introduced into the in the book is very interesting. Like, she was already kind of knowledgeable in the show, or at least that's how it was introduced. I don't think we saw the history of how she became a part of the plan. So seeing how Mr. Jordan basically took a mundane conversation where Moraine and Suyan, I never can really say her name correctly, the Amlin Seat, how, they've been planning and plotting this whole time secretly, and seeing them trying to think they're going to get information from Varen. And then as the conversation like progresses, it's like your mouth just drops. It's like, and then I'm like, oh, are they about to take this girl out? Like, are they about to unalive her? Like, I was just like, she's just going on, and the way that she's doing it and the banter in between them, it's basically just, we went from a regular conversation to, oh my gosh, is this girl about to be unalived? How much does she know? Oh my gosh, she knows a lot. Oh my God. And she's going, and she keeps going, and she keeps going. And just really seeing just the back and forth and how she's been introduced. It was just, I think it was just way more clever. But again, I get it, TV, there's only so much you can do in terms of just certain decisions in terms of production and speeding up the timeline. But I can definitely say I do enjoy how she was introduced more in the book. And you just see her cleverness, and you see her wealth of knowledge and her wisdom. And it's like, okay, is she a friend? Is she a foe? Or is she in between? Like, what side is she on? Like, it feels at this point she's on information side, like history and that side. But it's like, are you though? Like, are whose side are you really on? You know? And so just seeing the interplay with that and them. What else? Oh, Lan and Nynaeve. Lan and Nynaeve crack me up. I mean, just, I love them so much. I love their banter. I love their interactions. I love their developing relationship. Just how they engage with one another. And just, Lan be having to boss up on her sometimes, because she be like, and she just be going 100 miles per hour, full steam ahead. And he's like, wait, that is not what I said. I feel like I'm forgetting a whole lot, but that's just what comes to mind. I'm really, really, really just enjoying this section of the book, and really looking forward to chapter 9 and what it has in store. I just feel like there's so much building. And yeah. Oh, last thing I'll say for real is, I am so glad that I was coloring during that Trolloc attack. My heart was like this. I was like, yeah, this is a good balance. This is a good balance to be coloring while the Trolloc attack is happening. Good unexpected choice. Like, I wasn't thinking that was about to happen. So I'm like, yep, good choice, Alexis. Definitely not intentional, but great choice. Anyways, let's listen to chapter 9 as I run some errands. Okay, so I was editing content and realized that the ending, yeah, I had to reverse flip it and redo it. Just a lot of things. I am going to link my whole camera situation down below if you're not aware of all of the things around that. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Anyways, in terms of just my thoughts on this earlier portion of the book, I absolutely love it. I don't want to reiterate things that I've already kind of like gone over throughout the vlog in terms of like my live reactions, but just to round everything all out, I'm just really enjoying the pacing. I'm loving the depth of the characters. And what I really find interesting is that this portion of the book is so much different than the show. Like there are maybe like small nuggets that are the same, but that is really it. Like this whole chunk of the book is essentially missing from the show. Again, like I think they borrowed certain scenes and certain conversations, but just so much is missing, and I'm just loving the richness of the story and the depth of the characters. And I don't know, at this point I'm more viewing the show from a lens of it's like it's an interpretation of the book, because just where the book is going, I'm like, I don't think they're gonna end up in the same places. I don't see how they could have ended up in the same places based on the trajectories that they're going in the book. I don't know. I could totally be wrong, but that's just like my earlier, I would say, like ruminations on comparing the two. I can't really give like a show versus book comparison because like this section of the book is not it's not in the show. Like again, it's just like pieces, but overall I'm really enjoying it, and I hope that you enjoyed this vlog. I had a fun time recording it, and I just want to thank you for hanging out with me during this entire just Wheel of Time series. So if you've made it to this point of the video, welcome to the end of the video, crew. Be sure to drop a heart in the comment section. I always love to know who's joined me for the entire video, and just love chatting it up with y'all in the comment section. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe, like, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss a new video from me. Until the next time, happy reading. Bye, y'all.